credits. I go because
I can take classes when it works for me.
I go to get a better job. I go for some of Kentucky's most affordable tuition.
I go because it's crazy not to.
For all the right reasons. South Central Kentucky Community and Technical College. Higher education begins here.
The games are on.
Brent Ayers, Big O Tires of Glasgow and Bowling Green. Salute the best team in Kentucky. Big O Tires has the best tires, the best prices, the best service in Kentucky. Brent's teams are hard to beat. Score for your family with the best tires and best service in Glasgow and Bowling Green.
Big O Tires is locally owned and operated. Proud to be America's tire store. Big O Tires, the best teams in the state. Great service specialists.
The best tire prices, the best service from the best team in the field. Brent Ayers, Big O Tires in Glasgow and Bowling Green. The team you trust.
Whatever your taste in sports, you can always count on the great taste of Coke Zero.
Nice shot. Coke Zero, the official great-tasting choice of sports fans everywhere.
Your parents have protected you throughout your life. What can you get your parents that may save their life? SCRTC has an answer.
Get yourself a new start in 2016 at Campbellsville University Spring Semester, starting January 19th. Busy working adults can enjoy the flexibility of an online bachelor's degree in business administration or 4 associate's degrees, all totally online. Or if you prefer face-to-face classes, the versatile Excel program has bachelor's and associate's options that meet only 1 or 2 nights per week. New year, new start at Campbellsville University. Call 1-800-264-6014 or email admissions@campbellsville.edu.
Sealing your ductwork is a sticky business. Let a professional handle the job, and Farmers RECC will cover the cost. In other words, it's free. Farmers RECC's tune-up program covers the cost for a certified technician to tune up your home's HVAC system. It's a free program to qualified members to make your home more efficient, which saves you big money over time. Contact us at farmersrecc.com to see if your home qualifies for the program. For the sticky jobs, let a professional do the work. Farmers RECC's tune-up program will cover the cost. Farmers RECC, a Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Where are you going today? The grocery store? Taking the kids to school? Paying bills? Headed to work? We want to go with you. Download our free mobile banking app today and take your bank with you wherever you go. Check your balance, transfer money, find an ATM. Just a few ways the People's Bank wants to work for you wherever you are. Stop by our office today to learn more about our mobile banking app and start taking us along for the ride. The People's Bank, working for you, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
For over 40 years, quality has paved the way at Scotty's Contracting. From driveways to highways, no job is too big or too small. Call 629-2112 for a free estimate from Scotty's Contracting. Just call 629-2112. Whether you need a freshly paved driveway, resurfacing, or any other changes to your current driveway, just call 629-2112. Scotty's Contracting can help add value to your home. Oh, and did I give you the number? Call 629-2112. Call Scotty's Contracting today, where quality paves the way.
You've got a job to do, and Joseph A. Wade in Glasgow makes sure you're ready to roll with over 15,000 items in stock, from belts to drill bits, nuts, bolts, screws, black pipe, and more, and services for big trucks, heavy equipment, tractors, and factory machines, including industrial hose and fittings, custom hydraulic hoses, AC lines, and tube bending. Joseph A. Wade is your maintenance hardware specialist. And yes, they do repair cylinders and custom-make hydraulic hoses. Roll into 311 Industrial Drive in Glasgow and let Joseph A. Wade work for you.
Hi, I'm Josh Underwood. At Cook Downing and Underwood Insurance, we are committed to meeting your insurance needs. Representing companies such as State Auto, do you take pride in your house and vehicles? Are you a small business owner with commercial insurance? Do you love someone and need life insurance? Do you want an honest, dependable agent? If the answer is yes, we'd love to talk with you. Stop by our office at 217 South Green Street and let the friendliest agency in town go to work for you.
Cook Downing and Underwood Insurance. Call 270-651-2190.
You're listening to Barren County Sports on 103.7 Nash Icon.
This is Charlotte Beals, Chairman of the Barren County Board of Education. We are BC.
Well, we're back on the air. We apologize for the problems. Had some phone line problems here, Warren East, disconnection of a loose wire. So we are back on. It is 8-4, Warren East, 4:21 to go here in the first quarter. We'll try to catch you up as the game progresses here. And the free throw, no good for Taylor Davis, who is at the line. It's rebounded by Warren East. Houchins with the basketball, the left side to Peters, and we got a traveling violation on Peters. We'll give the ball back to Barren County. 4:13 to play here in the first quarter. It's an 8-4 Warren East lead, and they're in a full court press. 1-2-2 as Bailey Pettigo gives it down to Mallory Pettigo. Into Davis in the lane. Shot good.
Taylor's played really well so far in about 4 minutes that we've been gone. She's gotten 3 buckets, all 3 of our buckets, and they've all come by driving into the paint, us either hitting her or us driving in for layups.
Warren East with the basketball is 8-6. Lady Raiders with a 2-point advantage. Peters with the basketball turns and gives it back out to Houchins to set up. Trojanettes with Taylor Davis, Mallory Pettigo, along with Bailey Pettigo, Kennedy Logston, Madison Hume on the court right now for Barren. Lady Raiders with the basketball. As they almost lost it, they throw it away right in the hands of Mallory Pettigo. Here comes Logston with it for the Trojanettes. Left side, gives to Davis, goes baseline, floater, got it.
They don't have anybody who can defend her right now. She's catching the ball and going straight to the hole. You like the offensive aggressiveness of Taylor, and it helps when she's hit just everything she's thrown up as well.
We're tied at 8, 3:17 to play here in the first quarter. As the officials for tonight's game, Tony Franklin, Todd Metcalf, Brian Morgan. Official sponsor, Whitlow Family Vision Centers. If you're having trouble with your eyesight, call Whitlow Family Vision Centers at 270-651-2020. Now open on Saturdays in your dealer for Oakley sunglasses. As tonight's opening tip-off, the Jackie Browning Memorial Opening Tip-Off brought to you by Farmers RACC. First quarter of action brought to you by Citizens First Bank. Come grow with us at Citizens First Bank. We'll take a look at the Coca-Cola scoreboard. Also keep you updated on some of the other games going on around the area tonight. We'll run down a list of the games around the region as we get a break here and there. Lady Raiders with the basketball. This is Wardlow. Wardlow giving it off to Houchins on the right wing. Back out to Wardlow, top of the key. Backs away on the dribble. We're tied at 8, 3 minutes to play in the first quarter. Wardlow sends it off the right side to Howard. Howard out top now to Atkins. Or Akins, I guess it is. Now the baseline is Wardlow. She's cut off by Mallory Pettigo, trying to reach in to tie it up. And having trouble with it. Oh, that should be the offensive foul, but no whistle on that. Here's Wardlow trying to drive the basket shot. He goes in, but they're going to call a illegal screen against Warren East, and it's on Houchins. That is the third team foul. We'll have to catch up on some of the stats here in a moment. 2:40 to play in the first. It's Kennedy Logston bring it up for Barren County. Logston, left side, gives to Mallory Pettigo. Down the corner to Bailey Pettigo. Here is Davis, left of the lane, feeds it off underneath to Hume, and got a jump ball. Possession arrow going back to the Trojanettes. 2:26 to play here in the first. We're tied at 8. Ball underneath to Hume. Puts it up. It's no good. Foul here on the Lady Raiders. This one will be on Haley Glenn. That is her first, team's fourth. Madison Hume at the line, 54% shooter, averaging 7 points, 4.4 rebounds. Puts it up and in. Give Barren County a 9-8 lead. Olivia Houchins comes in for Kennedy Logston for the Trojanettes. Madison Hume back over the stripe. This shot goes up, and it's good. 10-8, Barren County. 2:24 to play here in the opening quarter. Wardlow with the basketball. 5'4" junior for Coach Andrew Peters. Handling the basketball out front. Still on the dribble. Now we'll set things up. They come to set a screen. Dribbles off to the right side. Now Wardlow looks and gives it back out top now to Glenn. Glenn around the top of the horn. Back to Wardlow. Trying to go baseline. Cut off underneath. The whistle. Traveling violation on Wardlow. Two minutes to play here in the first. 10-8. Barren County with a 2-point advantage over the Lady Raiders of Warren East. Mallory Pettigo, midcourt, gives it over to Davis. Back to Mallory Pettigo, left side to Bailey Pettigo. Nice diagonal pass to Davis, and she puts it in. She has 10 of Barren County's 12. Lady Raiders with the basketball. The Trojanettes leading 12-8 with 1:37 to play here in the first quarter. Here's Houchins in the high post to Summer Glass. Here's a three from the outside. Knocked the bottom out of it. That's Sarah Peters. And 3 of her 4 field goals have been from long range.
Well, they opened the game, knocking down back-to-back three-pointers, and had us down 6-0 right before we could blink and bat our eye. And we've come back, Taylor specifically back and answered nicely to actually continue to have the lead at 12-11.
Madison Hume, right corner shot won't go. Rebound taken off by Glenn. She'll send it up to Houchins. Houchins breaks toward the middle. Now bounces off to the left corner to Wardlow. And couldn't handle the pass taken by Mallory Pettigo for the Trojanettes. Feeds it off to Houchins. Flips it up. It's no good. We got a whistle and a foul on the rebound.
We had a 3-on-2, almost a 3-on-1 break, and Olivia could have taken a little bit more time to set her feet as she was falling actually out of bounds as she threw that up. Got to take advantage of those, especially there's not a lot of energy in this game at all whatsoever. We have to be the energy creators, and some of the ways that energy can come is off those turnovers and rebounds where we can just get it out and go.
Houchins with the basketball for Warren East. And she walks.
Every time she passes the ball, she stops, establishes a pivot for it, and then takes another step to deliver the pass. She's done that every time down the floor to initiate the offense.
Kennedy Logston with it for Barren. Bounce pass off to Elizabeth Bertram, who's in the ball game now. Right side and back around the perimeter. Left side, Bertram down low. Davis posted down low. Has to get it back out to Bertram. Now here's Logston for 3. It's off the mark. And offensive rebound taken by Barren County. Now to Hume, and now off to Logston out front. Bounce pass left side, Bertram feeds it in there to Davis, and it's knocked away. Got a whistle and a foul. Taylor Davis going to be charged with a foul. That is her first, team second.
Trying to hold it for one shot. It's way too early to try to initiate offense with about 20 seconds left on the clock.
Barren County with a 12-11 lead over Warren East. Houchins gets with the basketball on the high post to Glenn. Now feeds it off to Akins. Akins now back to the right side is Glenn. Shot is an air ball, and that will end the quarter. With her score at the end of 1, it's Barren County 12 and Warren East 11. And the starting lineups tonight brought to you by South Central Bank. Small enough to know you, big enough to help. Warren East starting tonight. Balin Wardlow, a 5'4 junior. Aaron Houchins, a 5'3 senior. Kaylin Howard, a 5'8 sophomore. And Akins, a 5'2 junior. And Sarah Peters, a 5'7 senior. Under Coach Andrew Peters. And for Coach Piper Lindsay, Taylor Davis, a 5'8 senior. Olivia Houchins, a 5'3 senior. Madison Hume, a 5'9 senior. Kennedy Logston, a 5'3 senior. And Mallory Pettigo, a 5'8 freshman. As we take a look at some of the other games around the region tonight, Glasgow girls hosting Warren Central. Bowling Green girls hosting Hopkinsville, while the Bowling Green boys are at Russell County tonight. Caverna girls and boys hosting LaRue County. Clinton County girls and boys are at Cumberland County. Russellville girls are at Fort Campbell. Metcalfe County girls at Greenwood, while the Greenwood boys are at Russellville. Allen County Scottsville girls and boys at Logan County. Monroe County girls and boys hosting Franklin Simpson. Hart County boys hosting Campbellsville, and the Todd Central girls and boys hosting East Robertson, Tennessee.
Not a whole lot of district games going on, but some long trips. So you got Bowling Green going to Russell, and then Franklin Simpson going all the way down to Monroe County. A lot of miles put on the bus tonight.
Of course, the Trojans and Trojanettes will be at Monroe County on Friday night. Big district doubleheader. As we enter quarter number 2, brought to you by Joseph A. Wade, your maintenance hardware specialist. And yes, they do repair cylinders and custom-make hydraulic hoses. Warren East with the basketball. Here's a lob down low to Glass. She puts it up. It's no good, but a foul. So Summer Glass, a 5'8 senior, will get a couple of free throw tosses. The foul is on Kennedy Logston. That is her first, team's third. Barren County was 5 of 12 the first quarter from the field. Warren East was 4 of 8. 6-5 rebound edge to the Trojanettes as Glass hits the first free throw. 2 turnovers for Barren and 7 for Warren East in that first period. Glass back in the line. Second shot is no good. Ball tips around, and here's a shot going back up, no good. Warren East, another offensive rebound. Wardlow's got it, giving it back out front now to Peters. Now Peters goes right side with it, picks up her dribble, feeds it to Wardlow, breaking the basket shot, hits the side of the backboard, another foul on Barren County.
It's actually a really good pass, a give-and-go type situation. And cannot give them second, third looks at the ball to shoot it. And they've taken advantage, really. They're actually pretty easy to guard. They have 0 people that can go by you on the dribble. But what it's actually caused is we've actually kind of relaxed a little bit too much on defense, and that's how they've knocked down those 3 threes, because we've given them too much space. Even though Piper's over here yelling, remember the scout report, we've identified those shooters. We just got to remember who can shoot and who can't.
Deanie Petty goes in the ball game now for Coach Piper Lindsay, 5'9" senior, battling a knee injury, and hopefully she'll be okay. Free throw is good this time for Wardlow.
Got to get her back in the game, just game-type situations, and right now the conditioning is probably her biggest issue.
They're extending the 2-3 zone. Here's Davis underneath the Deanie Pettigo, puts it up and in.
That's a good way to get her involved. Taylor got it into a good position. She bobbled it. The defense and help came, and she found Deanie wide open.
Barren County 14, Warren East 13, 7:14 to play. Here's a three-point shot missed by Houchins. Rebound to Madison Hugh. Mallory Pettigo, left side. Bertram leaves it in the corner with Deanie Pettigo. She picks up her dribble, bounces it back out to Mallory Pettigo, back to Deanie Pettigo. Now throws it back to Mallory on the right side of the key. Feeds it in there to Davis. Over goes to Hume. Baseline shot is good.
Getting a little bit of everybody involved tonight in the scoring column.
16-13. Barren leads by 3. Aaron Houchins with the basketball for Warren East. Top of the key. Works around to the right side. Goes to the basket, and it's blocked away by Hume. Stepped on the inline. Warren East will get it back.
It was good defense. Moved her feet. Didn't foul. Didn't allow the guard to get into our body.
Aaron Houchins with it for East. Dumps it down low in there. One dribble. Howard off the glass. No good. Rebound Hume. Gets for the basketball to Mallory Pettigo. Sends it down the left side. Here's Bertram going to the basket. Come up short. We got a foul called against Warren East. Put this one on. Is it on Akins? That will be number 2 on her. And the 5th foul on Warren East here in the first half. Elizabeth Bertram, 5'8" 8th grader, shot good. Averages 6 points a game and a 55% free throw shooter on the year. 17-13, Trojanettes. Bertram. And that one's going to come off. Rebound is taken by the Lady Raiders as Peters comes out of there with it, gives it to Wardlow. Wardlow still on the dribble. Sends it off to the left side. Peters launches for 3. It's an air ball taken by Deanie Pettigo for the Trojanettes. Bounces it off to Mallory Pettigo. Mallory Pettigo, right side. Davis driving, going to the basket, and he'll get out a foul here. She drove right into 2 or 3 Lady Raiders there and draws a foul. She'll go to the free throw line, and the foul charge to Glass. Her first, team 6th. Taylor Davis at the line. 49% free throw shooter on the year, averaging 9.4 points, 5.6 rebounds, misses the first of 2.
I got in trouble the other night saying something when Taylor was shooting free throws, so not going to do it anymore. Maybe she'll hit some more in a row here.
This one is up, and it's no good. And Hume with a rebound, they're going to say she was over the back. Actually called it on Deanie Pettigo.
I thought it was on Madison.
Pretty clear. Team's 5th.
That'll keep Madison from having 2, though, so that's okay.
Yeah. Warren East with the basketball. Peters had it poked away. It's stolen by Elizabeth Bertram. Bertram driving right side, trying to spin back left. Up on the left hand, it's blocked and taken by Aaron Houchins for Warren East. Houchins in a crowd trying to throw up the shot. Whistle, foul.
That was a great job just being aggressive and going and getting it by the 8th grader. They're holding it out in front of her. She's going to smack it away and be the first one to get to the ball. But she's got to learn there's a right side of the basket. She's got to finish up with that right hand strong and at least get a foul and some free throws out of it.
They're going to say it's a non-shooting foul, and Olivia Houchins will come in for Taylor Davis of those 2 fouls. Warren East basketball. Haley Glenn will toss it in. Still looking. Sends it out to Houchins. Houchins trying to set things up. 5:25 to play here in the first half. Trojanettes with a 17-13 lead. Houchins, top of the key. Over it goes to Carrie Abney, who's in the ball game. Down to the right corner. They give it to Glenn. Back to Wardlow. Mallory Pettigo went to the floor. Had to get back up quickly. And here's Glenn for three. Oh, way off the mark. Another offensive rebound for Warren East. As Abney will send it off on the right side. Wardlow trying to drive, whistle, well, a traveling violation on Wardlow. 4:56 to play here in the second quarter. Barren County with a 17-13 lead. Houchins with it on the left side. Bounces it out to Bailey Pettigo. In the middle to Deanie Pettigo. Left of the lane. Back for a three-point try. That's no good for Houchins. Rebound put back up and in to Madison Hume. The Trojanettes extend the lead to 6 at 19-13 with 4.5 minutes to play here in the second.
The weak side's been a good place to be. There's a whole lot of rebounds over there, and we've continued to take advantage of second chances, just going up and getting it over Warren East.
Houchins at the free throw line. Bounce pass off to the left corner. Going baseline is Glass. Now here's a shot right corner, no good for Abney. Rebound to Glass. Throws it back out to Wardlow. Wardlow driving. Cut off, loses the ball out of bounds, and Trojanettes will get it as Bailey Pettigo will check back into the Trojanet lineup.
Need to extend the lead. Don't let Warren East have any confidence going into the locker room. You know, I think they were still fairly confident at the end of the first quarter when they were only down by one after they'd come out and played pretty well. But we need to continue to separate ourselves from them here.
And they're going to say that Mallory Pettigo lost her footing and is calling for a traveling violation.
I guess she ran over the foot instead of the foot tripping her, is what they said.
So Warren East with the basketball. Houchins has got it out front for the Lady Raiders. 3:53 to play here in the first half. Bounce pass off to Glass, the right elbow. Glass now back out to Wardlow. Wardlow goes left side with it over to Abney. Abney dumps it back down to Wardlow in the left corner, curls up. Now we're going to fire it up. It's partially blocked. And we're going to have Abney coming over the back. That is the 7th team foul of the Lady Raiders here in the first half. So Barren County will be in the bonus for the remaining 3:36, and Elizabeth Bertram at the line to shoot one in the bonus. Shot goes up and is good. She'll get the bonus. Barren County with a 7-point lead, 20-13, and hits them both to make it a 21-13 Barren County lead with 3:35 to play here in the first half. Wardlow with it for Warren East. Now goes on the high post right. Now back to Wardlow. Splits the defenders. Throws up the shot at a tripping foul going to be called against the Trojanettes. Olivia Houchins, her first. That'll be Barron's 7th of the half. Wardlow at the line for Warren East. 74.5% shooter on the season for Coach Andrew Peters. So she'll get 2 charity tosses here. First one is good. That is her 5th point of the game. Wardlow fires it up and in. 6 points for Balin Wardlow, and it's 21-15. Barren County with a 6-point lead. Houchins with it left side, out to Mallory Pettigo, now over to Bailey Pettigo. Cross-court pass to Houchins. 3 if it goes. Yes!
She's tried that spot 4 times. Finally got that one to go down. Creating more separation. That's what we need. Now up to 9. 3 minutes to go here in this first half.
First 3-point shot of the game for Barren County. They go inside to Glass. She flips it up. It's no good. Gets her on rebound. Back up, no good. And rebound to Wardlow. As they work it inside the paint, shot goes up. It's no good for Glenn, but a foul on the Trojanettes. Bailey Pettigo picks up her first. That's number 8 on Barren County here in the first half. Free throw by Glenn is no good. She'll have one more. Hadley Hammer in the ball game for Coach Piper Lindsay, 5'3" sophomore. One more coming to Haley Glenn, 54.5% free throw shooter. Shot is up and it's no good. Rebound to Olivia Houchins. 2:42 left to go in the first half. A 9-point Barren County lead. Hume throws it back out to Mallory Pettigo at top of the circle. Goes back left to Houchins. Another three. Yes! 2 in a row for the 5'3" senior, Olivia Houchins. And that stretches the lead out to 12 at 27-15. 2:23 to play here in the first half. Summer Glass got it out to Wardlow. Right side to Abney. Abney cut off by Hammer. Bounces back out to Wardlow. Wardlow will set it up. Take a look at the Coca-Cola scoreboard check at the next break. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. High post, working inside. Shot is no good by Glenn. And stolen away. Wardlow falls down, and we're going to have a foul. They're going to call it on Madison Hume. Not sure what that was all about right there, but I guess she fell, and there had to be a reason for Wardlow's going to be at the line. A couple of scores here on the Coca-Cola scoreboard check. ACS leads Logan County 24-16 as Wardlow connects, and halftime Monroe County girls lead Franklin Simpson 37-9. Good quick half, wasn't it? Wardlow misses that one, but the rebound is ripped away by Olivia Houchins. Houchins left side, another three, going to come up short. Underneath to try to save it in bounds was Bertram and Bailey Pettigo. It will go to Warren East with 1:36 to play here in the first half. Barren County 27, Warren East 16. Wardlow with the basketball, working around the top of the key. Goes into Glass and back out to Houchins. Aaron Houchins on the dribble against Olivia Houchins. And here's a shot out of the left corner, air ball, and it's going to be taken by Bertram. Bertram feeds it long down to Houchins and trying to save it in bounds. It was a little too long. Warren East comes up with the basketball off the turnover. As we come down to a minute to play here in the first half. Aaron Houchins with it for Warren East. Drives into a crowd. The shot goes up. It's no good. Offensive rebound by Glass. Back up and in, and a foul.
Number 2, Glass with the basket.
Foul is on Bailey Pettigo. That is her second, team's 10. So Glass at the line, a 5'8" senior. Chance to make an old-fashioned three-point play, and she does. Cuts it down to 8 at 27-19 with 57 seconds to play here in the first half. Mallory Pettigo, bounce pass off to Houchins. On the high post there to Bertram, had it smacked loose, got it back though. Sends it back out to Bailey Pettigo, now to Mallory Pettigo, left side to Houchins. Back out to Mallory Pettigo, over to Bailey Pettigo, the right side. Bounce pass back to Mallory. They go to Houchins on the left wing. Back out to Mallory Pettigo, back to Houchins. Down in the corner to Hammer. 33 seconds to play here in the first half. Houchins.
See if we can manage this end of the quarter better than we managed the last.
Good ball movement by the Trojanettes. They go to middle of Bertram. Over it goes to Bailey Pettigo. 22 seconds to play. Mallory Pettigo, left side of Houchins. Cross-court pass back over to Bailey Pettigo. Out to Mallory Pettigo between the circles. Bounce pass over to Houchins on the left wing. 12 seconds to play. Out to Mallory Pettigo in the middle of Bertram. Bertram left of the lane. Shot goes up off the back iron. Rebound put back up, no good, but a foul. It's going to send Hadley Hammer to the free throw line for Barren County. And the foul is on Glenn, her second.
Seems like 80% of our jump shots are coming from the left side of the floor, so about the same amount of rebounds has gone to the right side, and that's where we've been able to sneak in. That's where Hadley was, get 2 free throws, knock down the first to end the half here. Have a chance to push it back to a double-digit lead after you gave up a 3-point play down here on the other end. Warren East, like I said, doesn't need any confidence that they can be in this ball game when they go into the break.
Hammer, second shot, good. 29-19, 5 seconds to play here in the first half. Aaron Houchins. Oh, wow. Boy, Olivia Houchins got knocked around. That should have been a offensive foul, a moving screen or something on that one, I have to say. But anyway, we're at halftime, and Barren County has a 29-19 lead over Warren East. We'll come back with a halftime report after this break, brought to you by Southern States of Glasgow and Horse Cave, as you're following Trojanette basketball on 103.7 Nash Icon.
There are times being a genius would really come in handy. As your financial advisor, I require a small 12% commission in addition to a 3% subcommission on every financial transaction and a 9% commissionary commission on top of the honorarium.
Honorarium?
It's like a commission, but thankfully, you don't need to be a genius to do your own taxes. Because with TurboTax Absolute Zero, you can file your simple tax return for free. There are no hidden costs. It's simple, and it's absolutely free. Intuit TurboTax. Taxes done smarter. For simple U.S. returns only. Offer may end without notice. See offer details at turbotax.com.
Hi, you've reached Burger King. To leave a message, press 1.
Hey, Burger King, it's Mike calling again. I called a billion times about the burgers and the chicken and the flame grilling. My big idea. Call me back. I'm here at home.
Michael, didn't we talk about you trying the new flame grilled chicken burger from Burger King? A savory flame grilled chicken patty topped with veggies on a toasted bun. Now just 2 for $5. Or mix and match with another delicious sandwich, part of the 2 for $5 deal. The new flame grilled chicken burger, only at Burger King. Limited time only, price and participation vary.
Tell a listener who listens to the radio, when was the last time you listened to your taste buds? Say, ah. Crazy. Your taste buds are experiencing an intense case of the we need a sip of our favorite drink in the whole wide world. For only $1, there's a refreshing cure for that. Listen to your taste buds. They love what you really love, the unique taste of Coca-Cola at McDonald's. Now get any size icy cold Coca-Cola, soft drink, or sweet tea for just $1. Prices and participation may vary.
Citizens First Mobile Banking makes your nearest branch as close as your mobile phone. It's easier than ever to access your accounts, check your balances, review transactions, and make transfers. You can even pay bills, and now you can deposit a check right from your smartphone, anytime, anywhere. If your phone is ever lost or stolen, your mobile banking tools are safely locked behind strong security. Just visit citizensfirstbank.com and learn how to take care of your accounts on the go. Mobile banking with Citizens First, wherever you are, whenever you need it.
Approval required for mobile deposit. Visit your Citizens First branch for details. Member FDIC. You're listening to Barren County Sports on 103.7 Nash Icon.
This is Amanda Wright, Barren County Board of Education member. We are BC.
Back here at halftime, Jay Turner with Robert Bauer as the Trojanettes lead the Warren East Lady Raiders 29-19. As we take a look at the halftime stats, brought to you by Hatcher and Sadler Funeral Home, serving all with dignity and respect since 1899. Warren East in the first half, 5 of 23 from the field, 21.7%, 3 of 11 on three-point shots, 6 of 11 from the free throw line, 15 rebounds, 9 of those on the offensive end. They turned the ball over 11 times in the first half, had 1 block shot and 3 steals, and they are led in scoring here at halftime by Balin Wardlow with 7. 4 points for Summer Class, 3 for Kaylin Howard, Sarah Peters with 3, and 2 for Sheridan Akins. For Barren County in the first half, Trojanettes were 10 of 21 from the field for 47.6%, 2 of 6 on three-point shots. Trojanettes were 7 of 12 at the free throw line, had 16 rebounds in the first half, 4 of those on the offensive end. 5 assists, turned the ball over 6 times in the first half, 1 block shot, 4 steals. And the Trojanettes led in scoring here at the break by Taylor Davis with 10 points. She went out with 2 personal fouls, played just over 10 and a half minutes of that first half. She was 5 of 7 from the field. 6 points for Madison Hume. She had 5 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 block shot. Kennedy Logston did not score, but did have 1 rebound. 6 points for Olivia Houchins on a couple of three-point shots. She was 2 of 7 from the field, 2 of 5 from behind the arc. Hadley Hammer scores 2 on a couple of free throws, Deanie Pettigo played 5 minutes, 20 seconds of the first half and scored 2 points. Had 1 rebound and 1 assist. And Elizabeth Bertram had 3 points in the first half of play. Points off turnovers, Trojanettes with 14. The Lady Raiders with 6 points in the paint. Barren County with 12. Warren East with 2. Second chance points, 4-4. And bench points, Trojanettes with 7. And Warren East with 4. Barren County led 12-11 at the end of the first quarter. They outscored Warren East in the second period, 17-8.
Heather was playing really well.
Of Aaron Houchins. That about trying to go to Davis underneath the basket. So Kennedy Logston will toss it into the right corner for Barren County. Still looking, gets it into Davis. He's double teamed and traveled with the basketball. .7:12 to go here in the third quarter. And here's Houchins, high post to Akins, turns toward the basket, bounce pass to Howard, spins, goes in the lane, shot up no good. Rebound off to Taylor Davis for the Trojanettes, pushes it down the floor to the right side, heads to the bucket, bounce pass across the lane, intended for Houchins, and it's broken up there by Wardlow and out of bounds.
And have vision up the floor. If we had thrown that ahead, instead of throwing it more side to side, we could have got a point out of that.
Houchins to the left corner, out to Davis. Now back over to Houchins to the left wing. Reverses, goes back to Davis. Davis, bounce pass right over to Mallory Pettigo. She'll bring it out, gives it off to Houchins. Now Houchins can't penetrate, gives it off to Logston. Leaves it with Davis, going right down the lane, puts it up, it is good.
Ran through offense multiple times there. Finally got something going to the basket and somebody to break free.
33-19. 6:17 to play here in the third quarter. And they hook it down. It's deflected out of bounds. Stays with Warren East as Haley Glenn will check in for Balin Wardlow. Aaron Houchins to the left baseline. Gets it in play to Glenn in the left corner. And Mallory Pettigo goes to the deck. They're going to call a foul on Mallory. That's her first. Team's first of the second half. Warren East basketball. They feed it into Glenn. Puts it up and in off the window. First 2 points of the game for Haley Glenn. 33-21. 2 minutes gone here in the third quarter. Kennedy Logston with the basketball for Barren. Bounce pass off to Hume. Hume turns, fires it back to Houchins. Wanted to shoot the three, and Houchins of Warren East came out to defender there. Back out it comes to Logston. Works around to the right side. Gives to Mallory Pettigo. Out to Houchins. Houchins off to Davis. Davis across the key. Gives to Hume. Hume back over to Mallory Pettigo. Trying to feed it off in there to Logston. It's out of bounds to Warren East. Lady Raiders, Aaron Houchins will bring it across the midcourt stripe. Going to spot up for the three-pointer. Missed it badly, didn't draw iron, and the ball is loose on the floor. Diving for it was Olivia Houchins. It looks like Warren East player shaken up. So official time here as they come out to look at the injured player. I believe that's, trying to spot the number. Is it 15?
Got to be based on the people they have on the left standing up on the floor. 15.
It must be Howard.
Yeah.
It's hard to see the number from here. And for those of you watching on the computer or on your laptop or phone, as Howard goes to the bench, our video crew up in the upper level. Well, I had a text saying the screen was frozen or something, so not sure. I can't communicate with them. 33-21, Warren East. So we get back to action here. Lady Raiders with the ball. Trojanettes with a dozen-point lead, 5:10 to play in the third quarter. Left side, they give it out now to Glenn. Glenn back left side over to Peters. Out top is Glass. Now they go back to Akins. Three in the air is coming up. Rebound Glass, back up and in. That's her 6th point of the ball game. And a 10-point lead for the Trojanettes right now at 4:44 to play. 33-23. Deanie Pettigo set to check in here. Here's a bad pass trying to throw over the top. It's taken by Akins. Bounce pass underneath, and shot is missed. And rebound in there is knocked loose and still fighting for it on the floor. We jump ball possession arrow to the Trojanettes. And Deanie Pettigo checks in for Coach Piper Lindsay. She'll give Madison Hume a break here with 4:29 to play in the third. And a 33-23 Barren County lead. Kennedy Longston with the basketball. Working out front. Gives it off to Davis. Lady Raiders man-to-man defense. Here's Deanie Pettigo driving left of the lane. Goes to the bucket and puts it in. Second field goal of the night after playing just over 5 minutes of the first half. 35-23. 4 minutes to play here in the second quarter. Aaron Houchins, crossover dribble, goes to the bucket, puts it up, missed it. Rebound claimed in there by Bailey Pettigo for the Trojanettes. Long pass underneath to Davis. She puts it up and in. Nice pass from Bailey Pettigo to Taylor Davis right underneath the basket. Threw that from midcourt. 37-23. Trojanettes with a 14-point lead. Down to 3.5 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Out top with it is Akins for Warren East. Over the left to Glass. And timeout called by Coach Andrew Peters. This will be a 30-second timeout with 3:22 to play in the third quarter. It is Barren County 37, Warren East 23. See if we got any more scores to pass along to you. And I don't have anything right now. Remind you, got the Trojans and the Raiders coming up in game 2 for doubleheader. Coach Warren Cunningham against Coach Brandon Combs. Kind of a rematch from a game that happened during the Christmas holidays. The Trojans defeating Warren East 67-56 in the Meyer Holiday Classic over the holidays down at Bowling Green High. Lady Raider basketball. Trojanettes in his own defense. Almost a 3-2 zone. Wardlow's got it. Left side of the floor. Goes down to the corner to Akins and back around to Houchins. Over to Wardlow. Wardlow driving. Cut off. Now back out around the perimeter. Top of the key. Looks like a walk right there by Glenn. Wardlow. Back out to Akins. Bounce pass to Aaron Houchins. Bounce pass right to Wardlow. Wants to drive. Cut off again. Picks up her dribble. Feeds it off to Glass. Down inside. And here's a shot going up. It is no good. Traveling violation on Haley Glenn. We'll give it back to Barren County with 2:44 to play here in the third quarter. The Trojanettes with a 14-point lead. Kennedy Longston in front court. Bounce pass left to Deanie Pettigo. Out top to Davis. Now goes right side with it to Bailey Pettigo. Out to Longston. Ball's knocked away, and it's stolen by Glenn. Glenn crossover to the right. Shot up, no good. Rebound taken by Bailey Pettigo. Heaves it down the floor. Stolen by Aaron Houchins. Houchins drives into Longston. A whistle. They're going to call a block.
Turning it over, and they're getting some transitions to the saving grace and all that is they can't finish a layup or anything. Part of that, though, is we have been back to challenge after we turned it over. Sprinted back, gotten in front, not to give them wide open layup.
Elizabeth Bertram checks back into the Trojanet lineup for Bailey Pettigo. Ball comes out to Glenn and tipped away by Bertram. Out of bounds to Warren East. 2:12 to go here in the third quarter. Wardlow sends it out to Akins. Back to Wardlow. Wardlow now gets rid of it to Houchins. So we come down to 2 minutes to play here in the third period. Not a whole lot of scoring in this third quarter. And out front with it is Glenn. Works around off the screen to the right, and it's stolen away. Taylor Davis has got it. Davis drives against Erin Houchins, and she's going to be fouled.
I'd like to see us do a lot more of that. Just get up and try to take the ball away from them, literally. We have way too much separation between us and the person we're trying to defend. We've given them 6-8 feet in between us and where we're trying to defend. If we got up basically right in the face, we can take the ball away from them because they're not going to drive by us. They can't beat us to the rim, and if by chance they do, we've got somebody standing there to help because they don't have anybody to drop it down and just score with it.
Taylor Davis puts it up, and it's no good, that one. And rebound by Deanie Pettigo, trying to go back up, and she draws a foul. Taylor Davis hit the first of the two, missed the second one, and then Deanie got the offensive rebound, and she'll step to the line to shoot two. Abney, number 2 on her, 3 on Warren East here in the second half. Deanie Pettigo, a couple of field goals here in the basketball game. Puts it up and in. She missed the last 3 ball games. Bowling Green, Franklin Simpson, and Warren Central. And puts this one up. Good. 6 points for Deanie Pettigo, and it's 40-23 as the Trojanettes lead is stretched to 17. Minute 37 to play here in the third quarter. Wardlow with the basketball. Giving it off left side to Howard, who's back in the game. Back to Wardlow, launches for 3. It's off the mark to the left. Rebound, Elizabeth Bertram. Bertram pushing it down the floor, feeds it off to Logston, and loses a handle on it out of bounds. I think Houchins may have got a hand on it there. It will be Warren East basketball.
Not sure how she couldn't have.
Minute 15 to play here in the third period. There's Erin Houchins, and we got a legal screen. That will be Glass, and 2 on Summer Glass. 4 on the Lady Raiders here in the second half. For Barren County basketballs, we're down at 1:08 to play here in the third quarter. They've outscored Warren East 11-4 in this third period. Deanie Pettigo on the dribble, bounces it off to Madison Hume. Hume now looking, back over goes to Bertram. She'll feed it off to Deanie Pettigo left side. Crossover dribble, cut off. Now trying to curl out, and they're going to call her for steps. So the ball will come back to Warren East. .45 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Erin Houchins sends it off to Howard. Out top now is Akins. Akins leaves it with Houchins, fakes the shot. Now needs some help. Out to Glass. Left side. Here's a 3 in the air that is no good. Cleared out by Madison Hume. Nice box out. Left side, Deanie Pettigo. Sends it off to Bertram. Feeds it over to Houchins. Out to Hume, top of the circle. 12 seconds to play. Logston circles it out. Right side, Deanie Pettigo. Off to Houchins. Now to Hume. Wants to drive against Glass. Throws up the shot. Got it.
We're 2 of 3 on any quarter situation. That was a good one, not leaving them any time to finish anything on their offensive end.
Barren County outscoring Warren East.
Burger King, it's Mike calling again. I called a billion times about the burgers and the chicken and the flame grilling. My big idea. Call me back. I'm here at home.
Michael, didn't we talk about you trying the new flame grilled chicken burger from Burger King? A savory flame grilled chicken patty topped with veggies on a toasted bun, now just 2 for $5. Or mix and match with another delicious sandwich, part of the 2 for $5 deal. The new flame grilled chicken burger, only at Burger King. Limited time only, price and participation vary.
You're listening to Barren County Sports on 103.7 Nash Icon.
This is Trojanette assistant basketball coach Abby Beard, and we are BC.
Starting quarter number 4 here at Warren East. Trojanettes 42, the Lady Raiders 23. Warren East has the basketball as Aikens try to go baseline, throw it away out to Houchins to reset it here. Barren County hit all 4 of their field goals in the third quarter. Warren East was 2 of 11 in the third. 14 turnovers for Warren East, 13 for Barren. So far, here's a 3 by Howard. Swish.
Seems like all they've shot in the second half, they've just thrown up threes. That's the first one that they've even been remotely close to hitting.
Yeah, they're now 4 of 17 from behind the arc tonight. 42-26. Both those 3-pointers by Howard. Here's Bertram, left side, or right side over to Houchins. Back left, it goes to Logston. Logston now gives to Hume. Sends it back over to Bertram. Bertram wants to drive, and traveling violation on Bertram.
You know, at this point, it's kind of like the Franklin-Simpson game the other night. They're going to have to score more points than they've scored the whole game to catch up with us, almost. And we knew that coming in. We've got to work on things. One thing we've got to work on is being solid in that half-court man offense. We're not setting good screens. We're not running off good screens. We're just more or less running around. Work on things, get better, because we're going to have that type of offense and that type of play when we go down to Monroe County on Friday night.
Wardlow's got it out front for Warren East. Just under 7 minutes to play in the ball game. 16-point lead for the Trojanettes. As they reel the basketball to Glenn. Glenn working. And now off to Howard. Another 3-pointer is no good. And rebound pulled down by Madison Hume. Surrounded by 3 Lady Raiders. Bounces it off to Logston. Long pass down to Taylor Davis. In the lane, here's Hume. Puts it up. It's no good. And rebound taken off by Howard. Howard down the right side. Gives it back out to Aikens. Now to Wardlow. Wardlow around the top of the key. Straight away. 3-point try. This time is no good for Peters. And rebound by Taylor Davis. We call it for a double dribble.
Once you try to cross over, hit it with both hands before you put it down again.
Mallory Pettigo and Bailey Pettigo both return to the Trojanette lineup. Fourth quarter brought to you by SCRTC. Hometown people, big city services, cooperative values. Lady Raider basketball. And they threw it away. And it will be Barron's ball. They threw it all the way to midcourt. Will they say Barren touched it?
No. They're surely not. We're just going to take it out down there underneath the basket because nobody touched it.
Bailey Pettigo will toss it in. Gets it into Mallory Pettigo. She'll bring it up court.
Just a full court man press there.
Started by Peters. Gets around her. Goes to the basket. Flips it up. It is no good. Going to call a blocking foul, and it's going to be charged to Howard, her second. That is the 5th Warren East foul of the second half. And 2 shots coming to freshman Mallory Pettigo.
At this point in the game, I might understand it if you were trying to wear a team down and doing it all game. At this point in the game, there's not a whole lot of point doing a full court man-to-man press. And you saw what Mallory did with it there. She just literally caught it and dribbled it from one end to the other. And there was nobody in the lane to slide over and help after she'd beat her man.
Mallory Pettigo, 70.6% shooter, missed the first, but gets the second. First point of the game tonight, 43-26. Barren with a 17-point lead. Just under 6 minutes to play here in the basketball game. Here's Wardlow with it on the left side. Wardlow for 3, got it. That's her second tray of the game. They got 5 in the ball game.
Yeah, they got more than half their points from 3. They hit 3 in the first, and then these 2 pretty close together.
43-29. Trojanettes with a 14-point lead, 5:35 to play. And Bailey Pettigo gives it off to Taylor Davis. Turns, goes toward the basket, and it's blocked from behind. And out of bounds, it will stay with the Trojanettes.
They've shot 38 of their hold on, I'll tell you in a minute. They've shot 20 of their 38 field goals from behind three. That's all they shoot almost, it seems like.
Ball gets loose in the corner, and Piper Lindsay's going to call a timeout. 30-second timeout, 5:16 to go in the ball game. Barren County Trojanettes 43, the Warren East Lady Raiders 29.
If they get hot and hit some threes, they might sneak up on somebody, but that's just not easy to do, especially if you put a hand in their face knowing that's about the only thing they can do at this point.
Warren East comes this ball game averaging 36 points a game. Trojanettes averaging right at 42.
Well, I will say we shot it pretty well, but we've gotten in a position, especially more so, we've got to get up more than 4 field goals in a quarter, but the first half we got it in positions to score, and we did that.
Bailey Pettigo with it for the Trojanettes. Sends it off to the left side to Madison Hume. Madison Hume driving into the lane, dishes it back off the right side. Three-pointer is no good for Bailey Pettigo. The ball gets loose. Taylor Davis has got it. Bounce pass off to Hume, and they're going to call her for steps. Just under 5 minutes to play here in the game. Trojanettes with a 14-point lead as Wardlow handles it out front for Warren East. Dribbling right, looking left, having to back off top of the key to Glenn. Now back over to Howard. Fakes, drives into the lane, falls down. And Madison Hume, third personal. Third of the second half against the Trojanettes. Olivia Hounson's checking out. Kennedy Langston back in for Coach Piper Lindsay. And Aiken's having trouble, has to force it in the lane. And bad pass there. Hume's got it for Barren.
Tough angle, and she double dribbled anyway.
Langston into the front court. Against Aikens, leaves it off with Bailey Pettigo, top of the key, Madison Hume, off to Davis. Davis, right of the circle, out to Mallory Pettigo. Mallory Pettigo picks up her dribble, back over to Langston. Langston, back right side over to Hume. Back out now to Davis, trying to penetrate. Runner in the lane, got it. She's got 19 points tonight.
Yeah, you look at her percentage, too. She's about 8 of 10 tonight. That's a superb performance from the field.
Yeah. Wardlow with it long range right. Houchins moves in, shot blocked. Hume comes up with the basketball. Double team, gives it off to Langston. 16-point Barren lead, 45-29 with 3:43 to play. Bounce pass right over to Davis. They're going to call her for a traveling violation. Faked one way, moved the other, and I guess moved her feet. Didn't see it, but
I wouldn't have sold on that one as maybe some of the more obvious ones. Warren East almost walks every time they move.
Aaron Houchins with it for the Lady Raiders. Top of the key, we got an illegal screen. This one is be on number 5, and it's Haley Glenn. Her third, team 6.
It was a very unusual screen she was trying to set there.
Ball comes into Langston, bounces off to Bailey Pettigo. She'll bring it across midcourt, sends it left side to Davis. Now Davis into the cross over to Hume. Right of the circle, fakes, drives in the lane. Off it goes to Logston left side. Brings it back out with 3:17 to play. Ooh, pass thrown away. Turnover to Warren East.
That's what I'm talking about and what I referenced earlier in this quarter. We just need to take some time, run a solid man offense, and we're turning it over way too many times against the pressure that Warren East is giving us right now.
Wardlow off to Aaron Houchins. Top of the key, 3. No. And loose ball on the floor, scramble. Madison Hume getting rid of the basketball, sitting down, and the pass deflected out of bounds. It'll stay with Barren on their end of the floor. Olivia Houchins in for Mallory Pettigo. Logston looking. Lobs it out to Bailey Pettigo, back to Logston. She'll circle out with it. Houchins defending her. Left side is Davis. Davis sends it off now to Bailey Pettigo. Bailey Pettigo back to the left side of Davis. Davis bounce pass back behind her to Houchins. Houchins back out to Hume. Right side corner. Traveling violation on Bailey Pettigo. Well, how many walks have they called tonight?
That one was a walk.
2:32 to play. Trojanettes 45, Warren East 29. Here's Wardlow. And here's Howard throwing it up. It is going to go in. For 8th point of the game. Andrew Peters wants a full timeout for his Warren East Lady Raiders with 2:18 to play in the basketball game. It's Piper Lindsay's Trojanettes 45, Andrew Peters Lady Raiders 31.
You know, we've only gotten 4 shots up again this quarter. That's only 8 total shots in the second half. Again, I mean, I know you're winning by 14, but you would like to think as many times as they're turning it over, you know, we would be able to capitalize and get up at least some more shots. But, hey, we're winning, and you got to be happy with that.
Well, it was 42-23 after the end of the third quarter. The Trojanettes have been outscored here in the fourth, 8-3. And of those 3 field goals for Warren East, 2 of those from behind the arc.
We got 5 threes and only 4 twos, don't they? No, I'm sorry, 5 and 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 and 5. Final score in tonight, Caverna beats LaRue County in the District 18 matchup. This is girls 78-56. On the Coca-Cola scoreboard, share a Coke with friends this basketball season. 2:18 to play as the Trojanettes have the ball. Bertram gets it up court to Longston. Longston bounces off to Davis. Off it goes to Hume in the right corner. Back out to Davis. Davis hooks it back left side over to Houchins. Fires for a 3. Bottom. That is the third 3-point shot for Olivia Houchins tonight. 48-31. Minute 55 to play in the game. Glenn with it. Glenn crossover, smacked loose. Chased down to the right side by Akins. Akins now back out to Houchins. Houchins back over to Akins, right side. They dump it down. It's deflected out of bounds underneath the Warren East bucket. And the ball comes out in the corner to Glenn. And a bad pass. Loxton's got it for Barren. Loxton working against Akins into the front court of the near side. Now being chased. Bounce pass. Broken up out of bounds off of Glenn with a minute 24 remaining. Taylor Davis gets it out to Kennedy Longston. Now Longston picking up her dribble, going to Davis, splits the defenders, goes to the basket, puts it up. We got a whistle. Foul here on Glenn. That is her 4th. Lady Raiders 7th of the second half. And at the line is Taylor Davis. $19 points tonight. First one no good. She'll have one more. Hadley Hammer, 5'3" sophomore, coming in for Elizabeth Bertram. 1:18 to play in the game. 48-31. Trojanettes. Second shot won't go. Rebound to Howard. Howard dribbling. Right side, off to Wardlow for 3. It's off the mark. Rebound by Taylor Davis. Davis pushing it down the floor, down the lane, bounces off the Hammer. Shot blocked out of bounds. Logston will toss it in on the right baseline. Feeds it in the lane. Davis trying to go up. They're going to call a jump ball. Trojanettes will get it back, though, with 59.3 to play. Longston in the corner. Houchins fires away. No good for 3. Offensive rebound, Hume. Out to Davis for 3. Banked it in.
might have a higher percentage banking a three in than she does shooting normal. But that gets her over 20, 22 for the night now for Taylor Davis.
And here's a three by Erin Houchins that's off the mark. That's the first People's Bank shot of the night for Barren from long range. People's Bank in Glasgow working for you. 33 seconds to play. Longston with the basketball. Reverses back out front and gives to Hammer. Hammer, bounce pass off to him. Throws it down in the corner. Longston will bring it back out with 22 seconds to play. 51-31, Trojanettes. Here's Hadley Hammer with the basketball. Hammer off to Davis. 9 seconds to play. Gives to Longston, down to 4. We'll let the clock run out, and the Trojanettes will get their 7th win of the season here tonight. Over the Warnese Lady Raiders, they dropped to 1-11 on the year, as Barren County wins 51-31 over Warren East here on the road. We'll come back with the CPC Commodities post-game report in a moment. CPC Commodities, proven on our farm, made for yours. You're following Trojanet basketball on 103.7 Nash Icon.
There are times being a genius would really come in handy. As your financial advisor, I require a small 12% commission in addition to a 3% subcommission on every financial transaction and a 9% commissionary commission on top of the honorarium.
Honorarium?
It's like a commission, but thankfully, you don't need to be a genius to do your own taxes. Because with TurboTax Absolute Zero, you can file your simple tax return for free. There are no hidden costs. It's simple, and it's absolutely free. Intuit TurboTax. Taxes done smarter. For simple U.S. returns.
opening tip-off and our first quarter of action brought to you by Citizens First Bank. Come grow with us. The officials for tonight's game, same three we had in the girls' game. Tony Franklin, Todd Metcalf, Brian Morgan. The official sponsor, Whitlow Family Vision Centers. If you're having trouble with your eyesight, call Whitlow Family Vision Centers at 270-651-2020. Now open on Saturdays, and your dealer for Oakley Sunglasses. Like to give a shout out to a Warren East legend who is listening to us tonight, Robert, Odell Lewis. All right. Glad to have Mr. Odell Lewis. You know Charles Lewis, who does a lot of works the girls' state tournament side. Of course, keeps everything going on here at Warren East. So, hello to Mr. Odell Lewis tonight. Glad he's listening in.
Historically, if you look at it 3 out of the last 4 years, these have been some really close games. Last year, we won by 1. The year before that, we lost by 1 in overtime, and then you go back 4 years ago, we lost by 2. So 3 out of the last 4 years, they've been decided by basically essentially 4 points total when you look at those games. So we have a tendency somehow to keep it close or at least battle back and forth with Warren East. I expect an exciting game tonight. And, you know, they have done tremendous renovations here. They've torn down the whole football facility. They're redoing the whole baseball, kind of like the Warren Central facility upgrade. They've even painted the gym, but it just seems like it's like a dreary day in here almost. It's almost dark. And I think that contributes to the energy level. In the girls' game, I think it did. And I don't know if it'll carry over to the boys' game, but it's just like there were no energy whatsoever. And obviously the crowd didn't get into it very much in the girls' game either. So I expect that to change a little bit in the boys' game, but you got to create that energy. You got to be energy creators. Don't wait for somebody else to do it. And get up and down the floor tonight and be the aggressors. They don't have a tall team, but they do create matchup problems for us. And they can put some points on the board. They're athletic. But we have to be on the top of our game and don't want to slide back after a great performance against Warren Central.
Trojans in burgundy uniforms with white numbers and letters outlined in gold. The Warren East Raiders will be in their home white with white gold numbers and letters, and they are outlined in blue. Warren East moving from left to right. Barren County right to left. And the jump circle for Warren East is Cody Abney. Wade Coomer will jump for Barren County. We're set to go. Here from Warren East High in Bowling Green. Trojanettes winning earlier tonight, 51-31. Tony Franklin tosses it up, and here we go. Nick Mabe will set it up for Barren. And Warren East starts out of the man-to-man defense. Mabe picks up his dribble. Ball knocked away by Abney. They try to feed it to Driver. On the other end, Satterfield has it swiped away by Jared Coomer.
That was swatted away. A would-be for sure layup.
And so Strange will put it in play. Comes into Caleb Britt, and the ball out of bounds off Warren East. The Trojans will get it. Nick Mabe will bring it up for Barren County. He's guarded by Satterfield. Left side, Billy Jackson. They dump it down to Jared Coomer. Now here's Driver spinning, going up with an off-balance shot. Banked it in.
Driver has about a shoulder and head advantage over his defender, Abney.
The first People's Bank shot for Gavin Driver. Barren County leads it 2-0. Warren East with the basketball. Caleb Britt with it out front. Now to Abney on the left wing. Sends it out top now to Strange. Strange goes back to the left side over to Khalil Britt and back out to Caleb Britt, Satterfield. Of course, Satterfield played on the football team here at Warren East. As they try to work it left side, that's Caleb Britt. Now feeds it back off for a three-point shot. That is off the mark. It's going to go over the backboard and out of bounds off of Mackenzie Strange's three-point attempt. Barren County basketball leading 2-0 as Nick Mabe will bring it up. Mabe on the dribble, works against Satterfield. He picks it up, gives it off to Wade Coomer. Wade Coomer feeds it down to Driver. Spin move again, back off with the right-handed hook. It's no good. Gets his own rebound, follows it up. No, trying to get his own rebound again. They're going to call him with a foul, I believe, as Strange got the rebound and Driver tried to get it away from him. So Warren East basketball. As Satterfield handles it out front. Straight away off to Strange. Strange. Now goes left side to Abney. Bluffs the 3. Looks inside. Now wants to dribble. Goes into the lane. Goes back right side over to Strange. He'll bring it back out. Strange. On the dribble. Gets a screen out top. Now wants to drive. Spin move against Wade Coomer. Kicks it back out for a 3-point shot. That's good. Knocking it down from long range to Caleb Britt. And it's a 3-2 Warren East lead. Nick May, bounce pass off to the right elbow. Billy Jackson out to Wade Coomer. 3 in the air. No good. Rebound taken by Jared Coomer. Back to Mabe. And Mabe's going to be called for a traveling violation. So Warren East basketball leading 3-2 with 5:40 to play here in the first quarter. Satterfield handles it out front, gives it off to Caleb Britt. He'll send it off to Khalil Britt. Back over the left side to Satterfield. They go down low, posted in there. Strange. Spin move up with a shot in the lane. It's no good. Gavin Driver with the rebound. Loops it up to Jared Coomer. Sends it over to Wade Coomer. Fakes a 3. Little head fake on that one. Gives it back off to Nick Mabe to set up. And now Mabe goes left side to Jared Coomer. Jared Coomer now top of the key over to Wade Coomer, over to Nick Mabe. Mabe gets a screen from Driver. Now being chased out there, splits the defenders. Loses a handle on it, but Driver there to pick it up. Up and under shot from 10. It is too strong. And rebound tapped underneath, and it's going to be taken by Strange. Long pass down to Abney, and he lays it in. 5-2, Warren East. Wade Coomer with the basketball for Barren. Straight away out to Nick Mabe. We'll go right side with it to Jackson. Bounce pass the high post. Jared Coomer works inside. Got a whistle. Somebody reached in and fouled him. Going to be on Strange. His first, team's first. Barren County ball underneath. Wade Coomer will toss it in. Comes out to drive in the corner. Out to Nick Mabe. Looking for Wade Coomer. Inside. Up with the left hand. Dropped it in. 5-4. Warren East with the basketball. Strange. Gives it off out there to Satterfield. Satterfield flips it off to Caleb Britt. Over to Khalil Britt. Over the left side to Satterfield again. Down in the corner is Strange working inside against Driver. Puts up the shot. Got a foul. That'll be Gavin second again. I called it on Jared Coomer. I didn't see it. I couldn't see. My view was blocked.
I just took for granted. I thought he had him on the wrist, but I guess it was Jared. We'll take that and even out the fouls. That way Gavin won't have to go to the bench with 2 like he has had in the last few games.
Strange puts it up, and it rims in. 63% shooter of the year. Branson London into the Trojan lineup for Billy Jackson. London, 6'2", 155 at a junior. As Mackenzie Strange back to the charity stripe for the Raiders. Shot on the way, good. 7-4, Warren East leads it with 4 minutes to play in the first quarter. Nick Mabe with the basketball for the Trojans. Sends it off right over to London. Jared Coomer sets a screen for him. Now reverses back. He looks. Gives it off to Wade Coomer. Sends it off to Nick Mabe on the left side. Driver setting the screen, rolling off. They go down to Driver, turns and puts it up. It's no good. And rebound by Abney. Caleb Britt on the crossover dribble. In the lane. Shot good. Caleb Britt averages almost 22 points a game. He's got 5 in this one. 9-4 Warren East. 3:22 to play in the first quarter. Nick Mabe with the basketball. High post left Driver. Driver now flips it off to Wade Coomer. 3 in the air. Swish! 9-7. Warren East with a 2-point advantage. Satterfield with the basketball for the Raiders. Gets rid of it to Khalil Britt. Khalil Britt over to Strange. Strange backs it out, directing traffic now. 2:52 to play here in the first. Right side it goes to Caleb Britt. Caleb Britt drives against London in the lane. Shot, no good. Foul. Going to be called against Barren. And Billy Jackson's going to head back into the lineup for Coach Warren Cunningham. 2 shots coming to Warren East. Caleb Britt, who shoots 71% at the line.
giving them too many drives. They're getting into the lane, and they're beating us just enough where we have to have somebody come off of the ball and reach over and foul, and that guy's coming back over top.
Caleb Britt now with 6 points as he connects, makes it a 10-7 Warren East lead. Mason Perkins in the ball game for Coach Warren Cunningham, 5'11", 168, a senior. Caleb Britt, second shot, good. He's got 7, and it's an 11-7 Warren East lead.
And you can kind of see, too, with those drives that we haven't been able to stop the mismatch problems they can create even though they don't have the height.
Jared Coomer turns inside to Jackson, puts it up, and it rolls in.
The left hand, he was just able to get it to barely sneak over the front of the rim.
11-9, Raiders by 2. Warren East with the basketball. Satterfield driving against Mabe. He'll pull up, shoot a three-point shot, knocks the bottom out of it.
Not a lot you can do about that. That was just a nice offensive play, a tough shot to stop, basically on a dime and pull up.
14-9, Mabe lost the handle, got it back though. After Wade Coomer, deep three, no good on the left side. And rebound taken off to Warren East. Here's Satterfield. May have got away with a walk there. Spinning move inside underneath. Shot put up no good by Abney. Taken by Jared Coomer. Gives it off to Wade Coomer. Wade Coomer. And he's going to be called for a charging foul as he pushed off his defender.
Understand the situation. You're going into a 4-on-1 with no help. Pull it back out. Wait for your teammates to come and help you. And scored on that possession after a nice play by your brother, who actually probably should get credit for the block and then the rebound as well.
Got a couple of new players in for Warren East. Logan Carter, number 20, a 6-foot junior, and Jamison Richardson, a 6'2 junior, number 24. Caleb Britt out to Satterfield over the left side to Strange. Out for three, Satterfield. It's off the back iron. Rebound taken in there by Wade Coomer for the Trojans. Wade Coomer. Jackson setting the screen to the right side. Driving strong to the basket. He is going to be fouled. And it'll be a non-shooting foul. They put it on Warren East. It'll be Carter, his first team second. Trojans basketball's Nick Mabe will toss it in underneath the Trojan bucket to the right. Still looking. Has to throw it way out deep on the right side of Jared Coomer. Leaves it out with Nick Mabe once again. He's got him a Satterfield driving. One-on-one. Flips up the shot. No good. Forced that one up there. Long rebound off on the other end. Warren East lays it up and in. That's Caleb Britt.
Now, point guard drives. You have to have the second guard rotate back, and they didn't do it that time. That lays an easy transition hoop and a lead of 7 for Warren East.
Wade Coomer driving strong to the bucket, and he puts it up and in. Had to kind of double clutch it there.
He's got a good first quarter, but not a whole lot of scoring around him, though.
16-11, 34 seconds to play.
We go 2-3 zone. They dribble it out here near half court with 30 seconds to play, and they'll be content to save it for the last one.
Straight away out to Satterfield. Satterfield. Down to 10 seconds to play. Caleb Britt now giving it in there to Strange. He'll put it up. It's no good. Should have been a charging foul right there. No whistle. And then the Trojans throw it away with 2.1 to play. Gavin Driver checking back into the Trojan lineup for Jared Coomer. Now Carter will toss it in for Warren East. Carter looking, gets it out. And it's Satterfield forcing up the three. It's off the mark, and that's the end of the first quarter with a score after one. It's Warren East 16, Barren County 11. We'll return after this break. You're following Trojan basketball at 103.7 Nash Icon.
Why are there seasonal beers? Because as seasons change, so do our thirsts. In hot summer, we crave something light and citrusy, like Sam Adams Summer Ale. Leaves change, but we seek out the malty comfort of Oktoberfest. Winter's chill makes us want rich, warm brews like Winter Lager.
Then spring blooms and beer turns bright again. Sam Adams Cold Snap. Crisp and refreshing. The beer brewed to bring you from snow to sun. Sam Adams Cold Snap.
Boston Beer Company, Boston, Mass. Drink responsibly.
How long would you wait for your shower to get hot? How long would you wait for your cell phone to fully charge? How long would you wait to get relief from your nasal congestion? If you're congested now and you want powerful relief now, use Afrin No Drip. Afrin starts working in seconds and keeps working for 12 hours. So, why wait? When you can start to get relief in seconds with Afrin. Afrin. Powerful congestion relief without the wait. Use as directed. For more information, go to afrin.com.
You're listening to Barren County Sports on 103.7 Nash Icon.
This is Trojan Academy Principal and Trojan Head Boys Basketball Coach Warren Cunningham. We are BC.
Quarter number 2, as the Trojans find themselves down 16-11 to Warren East. Raiders with a basketball. Is Carter out to Satterfield. Satterfield goes right side, cross-court pass, left corner to Strange. He's cut off. He'll bring it back out. Gives it to Satterfield. Back to Strange. Long range left. Back to Satterfield. Fakes. Drives into the lane. Here's his running shot. Good. Satterfield with his 5th point. 18-11 Warren East. 30 seconds gone here in the second period. Nick May with a basketball for Barren. Picks up his dribble. Now goes to Driver. Back out to Mabe. Now Mabe looking. Ball kicked there. Trying to go to Jackson with it. Warren East was 5 of 12 the first quarter from the field. Trojans were also 5 of 12. 1 of 3 behind the arc. East was 2 of 5 behind the arc. And 5 to 4 rebound edge to the Trojans after the first quarter. Ball comes into Jackson. He'll give it off to Mabe. Mabe drives, feeds it off. The Driver wasn't really looking for the pass. Turnover by Barren. Warren East to the other end, and layup good for Strange. And Warren Cunningham wants a timeout. With 7:09 to play here in the first half.
I'd say the word transition will be used in this break. Score 3 ways. They score in transition, they score off the 3, and they score off the drive. And they scored all 3 ways tonight, and we haven't done a very good job limiting any of the 3. We're almost going to have to rotate 2 guards back to keep that and limit that transition that they get, and only send 3 guys to the offensive boards. I'm not convinced that we should do that, because sometimes, even when the shot goes up, we have some guys standing and watching and just lollygagging back. We've got to send them sprinting back or going to the goal to get an offensive board. If you do one of the 2 things, there's no in between.
Yeah. 20-11 Warren East. 1 minute gone here in the second quarter. Nick May down the top of the key. Bounce pass off to Driver. Driver lost the handle and out of bounds to the Raiders.
Isolated him for a play out of the timeout, which was set up perfectly. He lost the ball going up, even though he had a great step on Jamison Richardson and should have been able to score it.
Warren East with the basketball. Caleb Britt here on the near side. Gets from the basketball to Satterfield. On the left side to Strange. Back out front it comes to Satterfield. He'll dribble off to the right side. Now looks back left. He'll float it back across court over to Strange. Strange now being chased. Trying to double team the basketball everywhere it goes. Up the baseline. Here's a shot going up. Air ball. And we're going to have a foul on Carter for coming over the back. That'll be his second. And Warren East's 3rd team foul.
Trying to just change the look that we're giving them. We went into a type of like a 3-2 zone and ran a jump out of it wherever the ball was. We tried to go trap it with the front guy.
Nick May will bring it up for Barren. Bounce pass left to Jackson. Jackson turns, feeds it back into May. He'll put it up the left hand and banks it in. Nick May, his first 2. The second People's Bank shot of the game. 2013, Trojans down 7. Trojans trapping the basketball as Strange. Ooh, collision with Billy Jackson. He was up in midair and ran right into Billy Jackson. So on Strange, that will be his second personal. That'll be Warren East's 4th of the half.
Second personal foul, team 3rd. Coming back in for the Raiders.
So Strange will take a seat. And back into the lineup for Warren East is Khalil Britt. 2 minutes gone here in the second. Trojans down 7, 20-13. Nick May lost the handle. And here comes Warren East again. Crossover and a 3-point shot is no good. Rims out. Rebounded Nick May off the missed shot from Satterfield. Now he's in a trap. Fires it off to Wade Coomer. Feeds it to London, and he lays it in.
Ball movement was very good on that possession. Made the extra pass to get the open layup.
20-15. Warren East with the basketball. Here on the near side, Satterfield. Ball slapped away, stolen by Mabe. And he'll take it all the way to the rack, and he lays it in. And Brandon Combs wants a 30-second timeout for the Warren East Raiders, as the Trojans have gone on a 6-0 run here after trailing 20-11. Have cut the lead to 3 at 20-17. Second quarter brought to you by Joseph A. Wade, your maintenance hardware specialist. And yes, they do repair cylinders and custom-make hydraulic hoses. As we take a look at a Coca-Cola scoreboard check, after one period of play, Warren Central girls lead Glasgow 17-9.
Getting one little girl back off the injury makes a big difference for a team that struggled.
Of course, one game trying to keep tabs on, if we can get anything on it, would be Bowling Green boys at Russell County tonight. And Greenwood boys at Russellville. Of course, that one going on. Monroe hosting Franklin Simpson. Warren East basketball here. Back to action. Abney's got it. He's in a trap. Lost the handle. Tried to split the defenders. Mabe's got it up to Wade Coomer. Wade Coomer on the left side. He'll bring it circle. Free throw line. Jumper. Got it.
Thought about kicking it out, and then last minute decided to situate himself for the shot.
20-19. Lead is now 1 for Warren East. Almost a bad pass there. Abney out of the corner for a 3. No good. Offensive rebound as the shot goes up. No good for Caleb Britt. We got a foul on the Trojans, and it'll be charged to Branson London. Is that 2 on him? Must have missed one somewhere.
Well, I said we're going to have to create our own energy tonight because there's just not a whole lot of energy in the building. And that change to the 1-2-2, it's really a half-court type press. Has usually been our go-to when we need something like that to happen. And even though they're a real good ball-handling team and have the ability to drive, I think that just changed things up and allowed us to get back into the basketball game.
Caleb Britt hits both free throws. He's 4 out of 4 now and has 11 points as Warren East has a 22-19 lead. Nick May with the basketball for the Trojans. In front court, works against Caleb Britt. Bounce pass off to Jackson, breaking the basket. Wade Coomer, and he lays it in.
We've taken a big-time advantage of them on the backside out of that just backdoor cuts and finding the guy posted up, isolated. That's an illegal screen, too.
Yeah. Wade Coomer's got 11 points in the game. Here's a shot from 12 feet. Good for Caleb Britt.
Nice player. I didn't see him the first time we played him, but he is a nice player. We have to find a way to contain him.
Nick May driving. No. Try to force up the shot. Driver with the offensive rebound. Puts it back up. It's no good, but a foul. And this foul is going to be charged to Richardson. His first. That'll be 5 on Warren East here in the first half. Gavin Driver, 72.7% shooter. 2 tosses. First one good. First free throws of the ball game for Barren County at the 4:13 mark of the second quarter.
It's a little hard to believe. We have been driving the ball pretty well, and it's not like we've been just playing around the perimeter. But Warren East has shot a couple more than we have. Just not a ton of free throws being shot.
Driver hits both of them. Pulls Barren County back within 1 at 24-23.
We're going to switch back 3-2 here.
Caleb Britt for Warren East hands it off out there to Dante Barber, who's checked in, a 6-foot freshman, number 15. Abney back to Barber, right side to Khalil Britt, back out to Barber, back to Khalil Britt. On the top of the key, they go inside to Richardson, and he puts it up and in.
He's got a step on Gavin. Really shouldn't have happened, but he was standing up a little too much and went around him.
26-23, Warren East, 3:40 to play in the first half. Wade Coomer driving in the corner. Jared Coomer for 3. Yes, sir!
The defensive attention went to Wade. Decision to kick out was a good one.
First points of the night for Jared Coomer. Ties the game at 26, and we've got a foul out near midcourt. It will be on Mason Perkins. His first, that's number 6 on the Trojans here in the first half. Warren East basketball. Khalil Britt will send it in play to Caleb Britt. Back over to Khalil Britt. Crossover, spinning, and has a shot blocked. The driver from behind. Wade Coomer's got the basketball, lobs it up to Nick Mabe. He'll drive to the basket, and he's going to be fouled. And it's going to be on Richardson again, his second.
Credit to Warren East. They have done a good job with the scouting report on Nick. They've taken away that left hand. You've seen him actually overemphasize and really give him the right hand by taking completely away that left hand. And he had trouble with it when they started pressing a little bit. And I think he's kind of gotten used to going around and what they're trying to lead to him now.
Well, the Trojans have taken a 27-28, 26 lead now. Nick Mabe, all 6 of his points here in the second quarter.
Defensive change has been all the difference.
And here's Caleb Britt on the near side. Bounce pass in the middle, driving. Ooh, that should be, I don't know, that'll be a charge right there, but they're going to call a block on Jared Coomer.
Move it just a little bit to try to, or a little too much to try to sell it.
His second, team 7. And at the line for Warren East is Adante Barber, a 6-foot freshman. And the free throw is no good. Halfway down, it came out.
George got that 3, just hit right there in the corner, but I think he's played really well tonight. You don't see a lot of the things he's done, but he's got hands off the balls tonight. He's been super aggressive.
Barber hits the second of the 2. They get a 28-27 Barren County lead with 2:58 to play here in the first half.
Well, it's shaping up like a normal Warren East Barren County game.
Here's a bad pass. 2-on-1 break, and a layup no good by Caleb Britt. Rebound Nick Mabe. Long pass down to Wade Coomer. He'll put it up and in.
Yeah, we were just fortunate they missed it. They read that X play that we ran over and over and over.
Yeah. Here's a driving layup, good. As Khalil Britt gets his first 2 points of the game. 30-29, Barren with a 1-point lead. Wade Coomer launches a long 3. It's no good. Mason Perkins, the offensive rebound. Into driver. He puts it up and in. 32-29, Barren. 2:14 left in the first half. Warren East with the basketball out front. Barber with it for the Raiders. Off to Khalil Britt. Down in the corner goes to Caleb Britt. And the shot goes up and in. Who got that one? I couldn't see. That was Khalil Britt. Okay.
Got a bad angle here. You got just a little bit better than I do. The refs and everybody else done right here in front of us.
Which is kind of sitting in a low spot. Here's Wade Coomer off balance out of the corner air ball. And here's easy layup on the other end by Khalil Britt.
East the guard was supposed to rotate back. We didn't have an off guard to rotate back that time.
33-32. Nick Mabe with the basketball spinning, losing the handle again. Here comes Warren East. Abney back behind him on a dribble and threw it up and in.
Don't do too much. Slow it down, let it come to us.
And all of a sudden, Warren East has taken a 3-point lead, 35-32, with a minute 12 to go in the first half. Nick Mabe, the ball kicked, trying to bounce it off. Ball comes out to Jackson, gives it to Nick Mabe. Perkins out to Wade Coomer. 1 minute to play here in the first half. Mabe out the driver. Left side, Wade Coomer. Wade Coomer out to Billy Jackson. Right side over to driver. 53 seconds to play in the half. Back out to Coomer. Now Wade puts down the dribble. Can't get away from the defender. Driving now strong to the bucket. Puts it up and in.
He's been able to surprisingly get to the basket a lot tonight.
He's got 8 in this quarter. 15 for the game, 35-34. Warren East with a 1-point lead. 30 seconds to play in the first half. As Warren East spreads the floor here. Caleb Britt on the dribble with 20 seconds to play. They'll hold it for the final shot. Down to 15. Caleb Britt on the dribble, cross left side. And a 3 in the air that is no good. Billy Jackson with the rebound. 3 seconds. 2, 1. Wade Coomer got it! And a foul with 3/10 of a second to go in the half.
I almost said Well, one thing for sure, Warren East will go in with the lead, and what a dramatic change of events real quick. Awareness by Billy to get it up to a slashing Wade Coomer, who knew the time and knew the possession.
And Wade Coomer, chance to make it old-fashioned three, and he does.
A big turnaround out there at the break.
Desperation shot out of bounds. 37-35. The Trojans here at halftime over Warren East. We'll come back with the halftime scoring and stats following this timeout. The halftime report brought to you by Southern States of Glasgow and Horace Cave. You're following.
anywhere. If your phone is ever lost or stolen, your mobile banking tools are safely locked behind strong security. Just visit citizensfirstbank.com and learn how to take care of your accounts on the go. Mobile banking with Citizens First, wherever you are, whenever you need it.
Approval required for mobile deposit. Visit your Citizens First branch for details. Member FDIC.
I've been told that getting me to be quiet is like trying to get the hydraulics on your tractor to work after you put water in them. It's just not going to work. This is Whitney at Big Metal Oil Company, and I guess you know, talking is one of my favorite things to do. Another favorite of mine is helping people save money. Come by Big Metal Oil on 219 Industrial Drive in Glasgow and learn how we can save you money. Cold weather is here, so you know we're going to have coffee, and as always, four-legged door greeters. While here, ask for a tour and see all that we have to offer. Come by or call today at 270-651-5212.
You're listening to Barren County Sports on 103.7 Nash Icon.
This is Shelley Gross, Barren County Board of Education member. We are BC.
Back here, Warren East, as we take a look at the foul situation in the first half. Mackenzie Strange, Logan Carter, Jamison Richardson had 2 apiece. And for Barren County in the first half, Branson London picked up 2. Jared Coomer had 2. Wade Coomer, Gavin Driver, Perkins with 1 apiece. Third quarter brought to you by Glass Aggregates, same name serving this community for over a quarter of a century.
Well, not a whole lot of games you can get updates on tonight between the Rams moving to L.A., the Kentucky game, and the State of the Union address. There's just, I don't know if there's anybody else watching games and giving updates on Twitter tonight.
One game just got here toward the end of the second quarter. Russellville leading Greenwood 23-15.
Yeah, and then you gave the Glasgow the goal score at the halftime score. That's only 2 games I have anything on.
It will be Barren County's basketball to start the third quarter. Trojans going back with Billy Jackson, Nick Mabe, Wade Coomer, Jared Coomer, Gavin Driver. Warren East going back with Abney, Khalil Britt, Caleb Britt, Mackenzie Strange, and also Patrick Satterfield. And here's Mabe. Picks up his dribble, gives it out to Jared Coomer. He's covered up out there. Satterfield trying to stay with him. Mabe goes baseline. He'll go to the basket strong, and he puts it in.
Nice move. It was like a fake spin, but he was going to reset the offense, and then he turned back the other way towards the goal.
8 points for Nick Mabe, and it's 39-35. Trojans with a 4-point lead. And Caleb Britt around to the right side, Satterfield. Khalil Britt back to Satterfield. Goes to Caleb Britt. 3 in the air. Got it.
Stay in zone. This time a 2-3. 2-3 is not as good about getting out there on the 3-point shooters, and right away they knock down one.
And he's got 16 points in the basketball game. Cuts the lead to 1 at 39-38. Jackson with it on the left side for the Trojans. He picks up his dribble. Free throw line is Jared Coomer. And pass broken up, stolen by Abney. Warren East.
They're a little careless with some of that passes tonight. Even though we know they're there, we go ahead and throw them anyway.
Yeah. Back out front, Satterfield. He'll go to Caleb Britt down in the corner. Long looping cross-court pass around the perimeter. Here's another 3 by Caleb Britt. He knocks it down from the same spot. That's 2 in a row.
Same spot, same result. Needed time, hit anything with the net.
19 now for Caleb Britt, his third 3-pointer of the night. It's 41-39. Warren East with a 2-point lead. Mabe with it right side. Jackson trying to cut across there. Gives the driver out front over to Wade Coomer on the left wing. Wade Coomer feeds to Mabe. He'll lay it up and in.
I don't know why, but a lot of our points tonight have been off screens, off cuts, and just taking advantage of them overplaying.
Tied at 41. Here's a 3 from the left wing. It is no good for Khalil Britt, and Jared Coomer with the rebound. Wade Coomer has the ball deflected out of bounds by Strange. He tried to pass it off. So the Trojans will keep it across the way. Mabe out to Billy Jackson, back to Mabe. Now Mabe sends to Jackson on the left side. Feeds it down to Driver. Spin move against Abney. And we've got a blocking foul. They say Abney kind of flopped there, and that will be his first, team's first in the second half. Try to draw the charge there. But back down to the Driver. Up for the right hand, good.
Good play call there. That's a huge mismatch. If we can get it isolated, and we did in a four-out, one-in manner that time.
8 points for Gavin Driver. Trojans 43, Raiders 41. Khalil Britt kicks it back out to Satterfield. And now Satterfield has Trojans in a 3-2 zone. In the corner, 3 in the air. No good. Jared Coomer Rips it down, hands it off to Nick Mabe. Mabe pushes it down the floor, hooks it back off to Jared Coomer. He's going to drive in, goes for the layup, got it.
Offense is coming very easily right now, it seems like.
45-41, Trojans by 4. Khalil Britt out to Satterfield. Lobs it back over to Khalil Britt. Splits the defenders, jump stop, giving it straight back out for 3. That's no good. Rebound, Wade Coomer.
Five shot attempts for them, all threes.
And here's Driver with it in the right corner. Looking for Wade, and he can't get it to him. It goes back out to Nick Mabe to set up. 4-point Barren lead now, 45-41. Nick Mabe off the right side to Wade Coomer. In the lane, dumps it to Driver. He got fouled in there, no whistle. Then Jared Coomer tried to go up, and he gets fouled.
And you heard the smack.
Yeah.
The first time, but it just fell into Jared's lap.
Caleb Britt's going to commit his first. That'll be number 2 of the Raiders in the second half. And Jared Coomer, 70% shooter at the free throw line for 2 shots. The first one is good. It's his 6th point of the game. 46-41. Trojans with a 5-point lead. Jared Coomer, second toss in the air. Swish. Timeout by Brandon Combs. Be a full timeout. As the Trojans got on a little run here, a 6-0 run after the score being tied at 41-41. I think it was 41-39, and it's maybe an 8-0 run.
Okay, I know it was 41-41.
Had a lead there.
Well, we come out and just kind of set back in the 2-3, and after those first 2 threes that Warren East was able to knock down, that's all they've got. So first 2 possessions were really good to them, and then after that, we forced them, we kind of tricked them into continue to shoot from behind the arc, and after they hit the first 2, they missed the next 3 and wouldn't been able to get all of the defensive rebounds. And our shot chart looks really good. We're 4 or 5 outside of the one shot we've had blocked that was only missed, and it was still productive because we got some free throws out of it. So a good start for us, but we just have to continue to expand it, make good decisions, and not turn the ball over. If things aren't there, do not force them. Learn to pull them back out and have another crack at it. Just learn something else.
Warren East, much like Barren County, 4 of their 5 starters are seniors. That being Caleb Britt, Khalil Britt, Strange, and Abney. Satterfield's the junior. And they bring a couple of juniors off the bench. Warren East with the basketball, Satterfield. He'll send it off now to Caleb Britt. Wants to drive. Leaves it in the corner with Khalil Britt going baseline. Back out to Satterfield. Over to Abney. Back out to Satterfield. Satterfield. Back to Abney in the right corner. Back to Satterfield. He'll send it back out to Khalil Britt. That is smacked loose. Had to go chase it down on the dribble on the left side. Now he's in a trap. Throws it back out now to Satterfield. Now back over the left side. As the Trojans trap the ball. And Caleb Britt's in trouble there in the left corner. And he lost it out of bounds or stepped on the end line. So the Trojans get it up 6 with 4:06 to play here in the third quarter. Nick Mabe with the basketball for Barren County. Trying to get things set up. Jared Coomer back out to Mabe. And now gives it off to Driver. He's going to drive the basket, puts it up and in, off the window. 8-point Barren lead. 10 points now for Gavin Driver. 49-41. 3:42 to go here in the third quarter. Satterfield. Bounce pass right side. Strange for 3, and he knocks the bottom out of it. So all 3 field goals for Warren East here in the third quarter have been 3-pointers. Wade Coomer feeds the driver, got around his defender, and he lays it in.
Good quick pass, and he had to do a little bit of active strength there to pull it away from the defender.
And here's a bad pass, almost taken away. Right side is Khalil Britt. He'll fire a long one. It's no good. Crashing the board. Bodies go to the deck. Warren East comes up with a basketball. 51-44 Barren County coming down on 3 minutes to play here in the third quarter. And here's a floating shot that is no good. Ripped down by Gavin Driver.
It took him almost 5 minutes to actually attempt a 2-point field goal. First one they've attempted the whole quarter.
Nick Mabe. Over to Jackson on the left side. Dribbles, crossover, goes the basket strong, flips it up, missed it. All slapped out to Abney.
Not a bad move, though.
No, he had a good move inside. Here's Up the baseline, Satterfield will float it back out to Khalil Britt for a three. No good. Rebound Abney and a foul. Nick Mabe, his first personal. That's the first foul of the second half against Barren County. It's going to send Abney to the free throw line. 85% shooter on the season. Shot goes up and it's good. Branson London for Billy Jackson for the Trojans, and in for Warren East is Jamison Richardson. 51-45 Trojans, 2:27 to play here in the third. Second shot for Abney is no good. Batted up for the air, grabbed the driver. Nick Mabe will cross the midcourt stripe. Mabe picks up his dribble, top of the key, feeds it off to Wade Coomer, fires it in there to driver. He'll throw it off balance, no good, tapped up, no good, and rebounded there by Abney. 6-point lead for the Trojans, 2 minutes to play here in the third quarter. And here's Strange, giving it off now to Caleb Britt. Abney can't handle the pass, loose ball, scramble, jump ball. And it will be Warren East ball. Underneath. As they lob it out to Caleb Britt. He'll give it back in the corner. Three is no good. Jared Coomer got pushed off to the floor. And the basket will not count for Abney. They're going to call the foul on Richardson, his third, team's third. So Barren County basketball, the minute 45 left to play here in the third period. We'll give you a couple of score updates here in just a moment of other games. Nick Mabe turns, sends it off to Wade Coomer. Wade Coomer cut off by Strange, fires a three, swish!
It's a tough shot. Actually stepped a couple steps back and then unloaded.
21 for Wade Coomer. 54-45, a minute 19 to play here in the third quarter. Warren East with it out front. They go inside to Richardson. He misses the shot. Going to have a foul, though, on Barren County.
Let him cut in front of us and then sit down and post us up, and they fed the ball as soon as he was there.
That was on Gavin Driver, his second. That'll be the team's second. And it puts Richardson at the line for 2 shots. The Coca-Cola scoreboard check. Franklin Simpson leads Monroe County at halftime, 27-15. And I'm saying that is the boys' game. Never got anything on the girls. And Russellville leads Greenwood at halftime, 31-18. Richardson, second toss on the way, misses. Rebound by Gavin Driver. 8-point Barren lead, a minute 8 to play in the third quarter. As Wade Coomer has it, drives, jumper, one-handed shot, no, gets his own rebound. Back up again off the window and in for a People's Bank shot. Wade Coomer with 23. 10-point lead, the longest of the night for Barren County, 56-46. Abney gives it out now to Strange. Strange out to Satterfield with 45 seconds to play.
Now 3-2. We've gone zone pretty much exclusively since we made the switch early in the, I think it was second quarter.
35 seconds remaining. Right side Strange, back out to Satterfield. Back over to Strange, back to Satterfield again. 28 seconds to go. They just pass it back and forth. 23 seconds to play. And now here is Caleb Britt, jumper, spinning out. Rebound off to Nick Mabe. 16 seconds, 15 off to Mason Perkins. He stops and bounces off to Wade Coomer. Wade Coomer will give it out to Nick Mabe. 8 seconds to go in the third quarter. Nick Mabe starts his move, one-on-one, flips it up and in with the left hand.
Good call just to clear it out and let him have the left side of the lane.
And that will end the third period on a good note as Barren County leads at 58-46 over Warren East. We'll come back for the fourth and final quarter after this timeout. We're following Trojan basketball at 103.7 Nash Icon.
Remember going to Burlington when you were a kid for winter coats? You could always find a style you loved because the store had aisles and aisles of coats. Today, you can still head to Burlington for a huge selection of coats for everyone. Ladies, men, kids, and even babies. But you'll also find so much more. Clothes for the whole family from the top names in fashion. Toys, jewelry, beauty, and your home. And it's all up to 65% off department store prices every day. Come in this season and you'll be pleasantly surprised. Burlington, style for everyone.
Ah, the beginning of a new year started off right during Rite Aid's 2016 Starting Points, because every week through January 23rd, you can ring in the values with 1,000 Plenty Points worth $10 in savings when you spend $30 on participating products with your Wellness Plus with Plenty card. That adds up to big savings every week for the entire month, but only at Rite Aid. With us, it's personal. Worth at least $10, only 2 offers per card per week. Plenty is a rewards program. Terms and conditions apply. See plenty.com/terms for details.
You're listening to Barren County Sports on 103.7 Nash Icon.
This is Trojan assistant football coach Billy Lindsay. We are BC.
Nick May with the basketball, feeds it to Jared Coomer, throws up the right-handed shot. It's no good. A sweeping right-handed hook. And here comes Warren East with the basketball. Caleb Britt with it, top of the key. 58-46 Trojans. Abney off to Caleb Britt, left side, over to Barber, who's back in the game. Trojans stay in that zone. They go in the middle to Richardson. He walked, the left-handed shot up and in. Richardson gets his 5th point of the game, 58-48. Trojans by 10. Nick May with the basketball, right side, cuts back left, goes in the lane, flips up the shot, it won't count. Got a whistle and a foul on the floor. And on Warren East, this will be charge to Satterfield, his first, team's 4th. Barren County basketball to take out underneath. Nick Mabe in the corner to Wade Coomer. Wade Coomer out to London, top of the circle, back over to Wade Coomer, the left wing. Wade Coomer back out to Mabe. Mabe over to London to the right side. Now Perkins with it out top. Back over to Mabe on the left. Out top, Jared Coomer takes a 3, drives into the lane, throws it up off the glass and in. Jared Coomer with his 9th point of the night at 60-48. Barren by 12.
He's 1 point away from, he would be our 4th one in double figures already tonight.
Ball comes back out to Satterfield. Over the left side to Caleb Britt. Down in the corner, 3 in the air. No good. Batted up in the air. Pulled down by Nick Mabe. Mabe behind the back. He'll drive it all the way to the basket, and he lays it in.
He just waited for the defender to come get him, and if he did, he had to jump it to Jared, but he never did, and then left a wide-open layup.
Nick Mabe now with 14 points, 62-48, 14-point Trojan lead with 6:16 to go here in the basketball game. Here's Satterfield with it. Bounce pass off to Caleb Britt. He'll fire it off to Abney. Underneath to Richardson, and he puts it in. And timeout by Warren East. 6:05 to play, or 6:06 to play. It's 62-50 Trojans. As we take a look at a Coca-Cola scoreboard check. Warren Central leading 34-28 after 3 periods of play over Glasgow. That's a girls' game. Monroe County girls beat Franklin Simpson tonight 64-37. As you mentioned, Russellville 31, Greenwood 18 at halftime, and Franklin Simpson leading Monroe at the half 27-15.
It's like end of the third, Bowling Green boys up 57-45 over Russell County. So that's a fairly close game with Russell County having a chance to get back in it there in the 4th quarter.
Trojans in that 3rd quarter was 9 of 13 from the field, 69.2%. Warren East only 3 of 11 for 27.3. Trojans have dominated the boards 21-10 through 3 quarters.
That was a huge quarter for us. Now it's cornered by 10 and shooting it really well.
Perkins inside the driver, up with the left hand, spins out, and a rebound taken off by Richardson for Warren East. 62-50. Inside, here's a shot, no good. Jared Coomer with a rebound. Loops it up court to Wade Coomer. Bounce pass back to driver, and he'll put it up too strong.
Thought the contact was coming.
Long pass down the floor, and here's a collision. Oh, they're going to call a blocking foul. I think Wade Coomer.
I think that might be just because where he was. He was all the way. If you dropped the ball straight down to the rim and come out of the net, it would have hit him right on top of the head. He was directly under the basket, and you just can't get a charge call there.
It's going to put Caleb Britt at the free throw line. 3 threes tonight, 19 points in the game.
And one thing I said at halftime when we had to stop their transition, that's about one of the first times they've had transition. And it's mainly due to us making so many shots that we saw it go through the net and we could get back in transition. We weren't turning it over. They weren't getting any rebounds and getting it out and going. Only turned it over one time there in the third quarter. That's another big reason.
Yeah. Second shot is good for Caleb Britt. He's got 20 now tonight. 62-51, Barren County. 5:35 to play. Nick May with the basketball for the Trojans into the front court of the dribble. He'll send it right side over Wade Coomer. Wade Coomer out to Jared Coomer. Back to Wade Coomer. Fakes, moves in. Jumper is good. Oh, it spins out. I thought that thing was going to go down. Here's Billy Jackson thrown up, and then Driver follows on the left side and puts it in.
That shot for Billy actually ended up being a really good offensive rebound and putback for Gavin.
Back to 13 for the Trojans at 64-51. As they get rid of it out to Satterfield. Satterfield over to Caleb Britt. In the left corner is Barber. Bounces back out to Caleb Britt. Out to Satterfield again. Out to the right side, Strange. Back out to Satterfield. Back to Caleb Britt for three. And he knocks it down. That's his fourth win of the night. 3 in the second half. Lead back down to 10 at 64-54. 4:38 to play. May with the basketball. Bounce pass off the Driver. And he's going to be fouled by Richardson, and that's his fourth. Team's fifth of the second half.
Foul number 24, Richardson, that's his fourth personal foul. Team's fifth.
Abney returning to Brandon Combs' lineup for Richardson. Now he's going to stay in there. And coming down to Satterfield. Nick Mabe will inbounds the ball on the right baseline. In the corner, Wade Coomer, 3 in the air, no good. And rebound to Caleb Britt. Caleb Britt pushes in the front court, leaves it off with Satterfield, rather to Strange. Strange right inside to Richardson, and he puts it in.
So he sneaked in there, and everybody was standing with the ball and not seeing him come in from behind.
The lead down to 8 at 64-56 with 4:10 to play. May bounce pass off to Jackson. Jackson flips it off to Wade Coomer. Had an open look there to 3. Now goes down to Driver. Kicks it back out to Mabe. Mabe trying to backtrack in. He'll bring it back out. Crossover dribble. Inside the lane. Goes up no good. Tapped up no good. Driver tried to go back up again with it. He's fouled.
They're having a hard time with us right now on the glass.
Number 2 on Cody Abney.
If we don't get it, we're at least tapping it up, keeping it alive to give us a chance to go get it.
Nick May in the Driver. Wide open shot. Yeah, that thing almost didn't go in.
It was open to play before, and we were just a hair late getting it to Billy. We ran the same play again, and it was wide open again. So wide open that he did about miss it off the front.
Yeah. 10-point Barren County lead with 3:50 to play at 66-56 Trojans.
It's a 10-point lead. It's a little comfortable, but it's not so much where you can just pack it in because you feel they've got another run in them, and they're going to turn up some type of pressure coming out of this break here.
Well, you look at the wins this year. They beat a team 106-76, Hopkins County Central. Other wins, they beat Logan County by 4, Metcalf by 31, Clinton by 14, South Warren by 15, 80-65. Beat Allen County Scottsville 68-56. Beat Grayson County by 1. Beat Todd Central 80-47 in that tournament here at Warren East. And then Todd Central turns around and beats them by 2 last night.
If you take the Paducah Tillman loss off, we actually held them to the lowest point total of the season, and this is kind of threatening to be definitely one of their lower point totals again of the season.
Well, it's a team that averages 70 points a game.
Well, they'll get close. They'll get close to 65. I don't know if they'll get up to 60 or 70. Sorry.
Trojans 4 points above their average. 66-56. Here's Caleb Britt. He's in a trap. Needs some help. Has to get rid of the basketball straight away. And here's a floating shot up and in for Strange. He took it right down the middle of the lane for his 9th point. And the lead is 66-58 for the Trojans. Nick May in a hurry all the way to the basket. Flips it up and in.
acrobatic. He actually tried to throw it up with his left hand, and they were both taking it away, which left the right-handed flip wide open.
16 for Nick Mabe, 68-58. Abney back out now to Caleb Britt, straight away now to Strange. Strange 3 in the air, boom.
Staying in the zone, leaves us vulnerable to them knocking down a 3. Even though that was a little deeper, we've got to contest that three-point line. Those are the 2 3-point field goals.
Lead is down to 7 at 68-61 with 2:53 to play. Here's Nick Mabe in the backcourt, gets it across the line. Strange, that's his second three-pointer tonight. They've got, 7? 7 for the game.
Well, they've got 5 threes in the second half and only 4 2-point field goals.
Yeah. Nick Mabe over to Wade Coomer. Long, deep 3. Yeah! Wow. He drilled that one.
You can go from that spot especially. That's 2 really deep ones from right there.
That's his third three-pointer of the night, too. And here's a foul on the other end. Oh, wow. Let's see if they... No, they're not going to count the basket. Tony Franklin wiped it off, and let's see. It'll be on Billy Jackson.
Just kind of flipped it up. As an afterthought, and it happened to go in. Thankfully, he didn't count that. That would have kind of kept him in it and gave him some hope there.
71-61, Barren County, 2:25 to play. Here's Caleb Britt with it. Trying to make a move on Jackson.
Good defense.
Yeah, brings it back out. It's Strange, pump fake in the lane, jumper, good.
Good defense twice. Both guys on their drives on Strange and Britt. They finally got one to go, though.
Here's Gavin Driver, spinning, going up, nice move, puts it up and in.
Almost got too quick for himself, though, and walked. The game is balanced back.
18 for Gavin Driver, 73-63 Trojans, a minute 52 to play. Here's Strange again, jumper no good. Rebound to Gavin Driver, and he'll get rid of it. Stolen away, and diving for it. And they're going to call traveling.
Tried to call timeout as he was sliding.
Minute 43 left. Strange in the second half has 10 of his 14. He's going to have to do a little housekeeping. We're slid about 10 feet trying to call a timeout. Minute 43.
This has been a good game for us, honestly. Been a tough 2 weeks. Yeah. You know, 3 games, but our best practice here coming up, once we get through Saturday, our best practice is going to be a day off. And you have that ability to give that Wednesday off or take a day off when you just go back to that 2-game-a-week situation. Mm-hmm. But I think, if anything, we need the practice time, too, to get back and learn and work on some of the things that we've seen to have some weaknesses on in these 6 games.
Wade Coomer, top of the key. Gives it with Nick Mabe out there. Minute and a half to go. 10-point Barren lead, 73-63. Nick Mabe fires it off to Billy Jackson. Jackson back out front to Nick Mabe. Right side over to Wade Coomer.
Yeah, we don't have to force anything here. We just need to be smart with the ball and run the clock down to minute 15 now. They're not going to come out and foul us. They're going to be content with it.
And Nick Mabe, now he's being chased. Trying to get out of the double team. Gives it over to Jackson. Back out to Mabe. And we have a foul here on Warren East. Abney, his third. That'll be 7 on the Raiders here in the second half. Seeing Nick Mabe to the free throw line, where he's 2 out of 2 tonight. Total of 16 points in the game.
Warren East they've really shot it well this quarter. Mm-hmm. Only had 2 misses, but we've shot it well the whole game.
Yep. 17 now for Nick Mabe, 74-63. Wade Coomer has 26 tonight. Gavin Driver has 18. Free throw good for Mabe. He has 18. 30-second timeout called by Coach Warren Cunningham with a minute 4 to go in the game. It's Barren County 75, Warren East 63. Stay tuned for the post-game report brought to you by CPC Commodities. Prove it on our farm, made for yours. You talk about having practice time, and you can play 3 games in a week. You don't have a whole lot of practice time.
You don't. That makes it difficult to go in, and you don't want to, Wednesday's your only day where you have really a day before a game. You want to walk through on Monday. You kind of want to walk through and take a little bit lighter on Thursday as well. So you don't want to, especially when we're working as hard as we are in some of these games, really have exhaustive practices, but give you a couple more days in between games and